Hey, it's the best day of the week. It is Friday. You know what that means? It's the start to a beautiful weekend. It's going to be warm. The lawns are going to start greening up here soon. Welcome to Lawn Doctor Live, where every Friday we come to you live from our headquarters here in Grand Rapids, Michigan, and tell you everything you need to know about your lawn, your landscape, spring, your home, the outdoors, anything that's involved with it, local businesses. Today on the show, we got my brother from the same mother, Jordan, on the show.
How's it going?
Thanks for joining me today. I grabbed him off the phones. Right now, we're calling neighbors of our current customers, maybe seeing if they would like some help with their lawn this spring. So thanks for being on the show today. I hope everybody's doing well. I hope you're having a great week, and everybody's looking forward to spring. So I really appreciate everybody tuning in today. And make sure, if you are watching the show, please like and share the stream. We'd really appreciate getting our message out to as many people as possible. So please like and share the stream. And we will be having a special gift at the end of this stream for one special lucky winner who liked and shared the stream. So as we get things going here, if you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. Drop them in the comments. And me and Jordan here, the lawn sidekick, will answer your questions for you. So, really appreciate if everybody likes and shares the stream. Thanks for tuning in to Lawn Doctor Live. And Jay, why do we do this show, dude? Why do we do this show?
Well, we do the show to inform people, just to get information out there that people might not know.
Right.
Get our name out there, get ourselves out there, and more importantly, just share valuable information with people who just might be looking for that information but don't know where to find it.
Right. Absolutely. And as you can tell, our phones are ringing off the hook here. People want estimates. They want us on their lawns. They want the greenest, thickest, weed-free lawn that they've ever had in Grand Rapids, and we love providing that with them, dude. And what I found was, there was a major gap, and there was a little bit, usually in our industry, there's one or two people. You either have the person somebody trying to sell you something that you don't need, the commission salesperson,
Yep.
or you have some turf nerd who starts breaking out every little scientific detail about your lawn, and customers don't care. They don't care about the scientific definitions of stuff. And that's where we come in. We're right in the middle. Listen, we're going to help you get on the program you need. We're going to tell you how it is, what to do, how to do it. No BS, just straight and to the point. No big scientific words. I know all of them. I promise you that. You have to know them.
Yeah, you have to know them.
To do what we do. I know them. But we spit it straight to our customers. If you want the greenest, thickest, weed-free lawn you've ever had, Lawn Doctor can help you. We can give you the greenest, thickest, weed-free lawn you've ever had, and we'll kill your mosquitoes, too.
And kill your mosquitoes.
So, Jay, just a week in review. I always like to start the show with a week in review. Well, what did this last week look like here in our offices, besides being too small of an office and having way too many people in here?
Yeah, well, let's start with last weekend. We were at the Forest Hills and Rockford shows, and those were good shows.
So we split up. Jordan and my parents went to the Forest Hills Expo. Me and Matt went over to the Rockford Expo, and they were just tremendous shows. How was your show?
It was great. A lot of traffic, a lot of people looking for lawn care, and we were right there to help them out.
So what were we doing? I mean, were we just being at the booth and say, "Oh yeah, we'll be out when the snow melts. We'll be out in the next 7 to 10 days." What do we do that's special?
We were actually looking up properties at the table and giving them a price right there in front of them in 60 seconds, and actually signing people up right then and there so they don't have to worry about that the rest of the season. That's what we're for.
Dude, that makes total sense. I mean, why? How do we do that? How do we sign people up without seeing their lawn?
I mean,
don't you have to come out and see the lawn?
You don't. Every lawn needs fertilizer. Every lawn needs weed control. And along with us using a satellite to measure the property, just to get the square footage and a better idea of what it is and what we charge.
Okay.
So along with those three things, and what the customer wants, we can give them a price. And a lot of them actually choose to sign up at the table right then and there.
Well, I noticed that too. A lot of people were coming up and they're like, "Well, don't you do they're like, "Well, my son does my lawn." I was like, "Oh, really? Your 12-year-old son fertilizes your lawn?" Probably not. They think a lot of people have the misconception that we cut grass. Now, with that being said, if you do need your grass cut, call us. I know plenty of great people, depending on which part of town you're in, to hook you up with the best lawnmower that you've ever had.
Mm-hmm.
But we, Lawn Doctor, us, we specialize in keeping lawns green, thick, weed-free, and healthy. You know, that's our mission. Every time we step foot on your lawn, that's our goal. That's what we go for. That's our target. And we don't stop till we get there. You know? You're on the front lines. You're in the trenches. You're talking to customers daily. What are some of the big problems customers are having right now with their lawns and landscapes?
A lot of them are concerned with a lot of the snow mold and other disease. A lot of grub damage as well, and a lot of bare spots too. You know, seeding stuff like that. So we're looking at a number of problems from a lot of different things.
So with bare spots, I mean, all companies handle bare spots the same way. What does Lawn Doctor do that?
Yeah, that's
other
another
companies
misconception.
can't do?
People think, oh, it's just seeding, hydro seeding, you know, and that's not true with us. You know, it's a patented process, patented machine, and better results because our germination rate for seeds 80 to 90%, which is unheard of in the industry.
90%? How do you do that?
90% because the machine actually injects the seed into the soil. It just doesn't lay on top like hydro seed or slit seeding, stuff like that. It tills up the dirt, drops the seed at the same time, covers it up, and then we hit it with a starter fertilizer for maximum root growth.
So it's actually in the soil. It's not just sitting on top.
Yeah, it's in the soil.
So that's why we see the best results out of anybody else in the industry.
Yep, and we're the cheapest too.
Well, not the cheapest, the least expensive, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's one thing to be cheaper, which it definitely is less expensive than hydro seed, but it's a better product, too. So if you can save money and get a better result, a guaranteeable result, you know, most hydro seed companies, they squirt it and run. They say, here you go. Here, whatever happens, happens.
Yeah.
Well, what do we do differently with our seeding processes and lawn installs that other companies don't do? How do we guarantee it, Jordan?
Well, we guarantee it with our fertilizing program. And we use top-notch quality seed as well. And, you know, right when we're done seeding, we hit it with starter fertilizer. And a lot of people that seed don't do that. They don't realize that, you know, that starter fertilizer is very important for healthy root development and growth of the grass.
What's starter fertilizer?
Starter fertilizer, it's actually going to have phosphorus in it, which is illegal to use unless you're planting a new lawn or a special circumstance. And a lot of people just don't realize that or don't use that. And another thing to go with the seed is water. Watering is very important. Most people have irrigation that we seed, and a lot of them don't. Even the ones that don't, the seed will still come in. But, you know, all grass to grow needs sunlight, water, and nutrients.
Sunlight, water, and some Lawn Doctor love, and that's where we come in. We give your lawn the love it needs to be the thickest, greenest weed-free lawn. We had a customer call us this week. Ring, ring, hello. He said, Kendall, I want to do lawn angels in my grass. I want somebody to take over the lawn and care for it like I would myself. And I said, sir, what took you so long to call me? We're your company. You know, I'm even telling him, hey, I'll set up your freaking irrigation system for you so that the lawn gets watered correctly. Who else does that? True Green's not going to do that. Scott's isn't going to do that. You know? Any big regional company's not going to do that. We take care of our customers like they're our own. That's one thing that we really specialize in. And that's why we do all the community shows and the community expos. You know, the Rockford Expo, the Forest Hills Expo, the Caledonia Expo. Am I missing any? Am I missing one?
We're doing one this weekend.
What one are we doing this weekend?
We're doing the Lowell Expo this weekend.
The Lowell Expo. How could I forget the Lowell Expo? The Lowell Expo this weekend from what time?
9 to 3.
9 to 3 p.m. We'll be over at Lowell High School at the Lowell Expo, 9 to 3 p.m. It's going to be a beautiful time. Everybody's going to have their families down there doing the bounce houses and getting the candy and thinking spring. It's a beautiful time. So if you're in the Lowell, Cascade, Ada area, you don't have to live in Lowell to go to it. You guys can also come too. It's going to be a beautiful time. Thank you to everybody who is on the stream, watching the stream. I really appreciate if you could share this stream out. And we will be doing a special giveaway for a sick Lawn Doctor Green Thumb t-shirt. Black or green, your choice. We have multiple sizes to fit any person, no matter their size. We love everybody. So that's why we have multiple sizes. and with that being said, we take care of multiple size lawns. You know,
Oh, yeah.
Jordan, what's the biggest property that we do?
You know, it was the airport, but now I think it's that Forest Hills.
Oh yeah, totally. I mean, that's 15 properties. I don't even, probably over 1 million square feet. I mean,
It's a lot.
that's a lot of square feet. But they're multiple properties. The probably biggest single property we do is Gerald R. Ford Airport. So if you're ever flying out of there and you're like, damn, why is that grass so green and thick and healthy? Well, guess what? We're fertilizing it. We're putting that granular organic slow release fertilizer to it to make that boy green, thick, and weed free.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to be taking care of that again for the next 4 years. It's beautiful. I love it. I love taking care of something that's a staple in our community. Whether you're exiting or entering the city, you're seeing the green, thick, weed-free grass. Ben Westorp, thank you for checking in. Thank you for watching the stream, and thank you for sharing the stream. Can't wait to see you out at the cottage. I just saw your cottage up north. It's looking good, and everything's all safe. Now, with the cottage being said, now Ben's one of our customers. Ben Westorp, thanks for tuning in over there. Ben's one of our customers up there at the lake, and he gets our Yard Armor mosquito control, and that's not really something that I push a lot on this show.
Mm-mm.
We've been getting a lot of interest for the mosquito control,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, especially with there's a lot of ticks and Lyme disease this year too as well.
I saw that, dude, on Facebook. I noticed, I'm seeing all these little articles pop up about ticks and Lyme disease. How does the same product that controls mosquitoes control ticks and ants and spiders, Jordan?
Well, it's actually it's a broad spectrum product, but at the same time it specializes in those a couple main species. And what it does is, we spray it. We spray small particles with a mist blower around the entire property, and where people reside, trees, shrubs, even around the house, And it leaves a pheromone, and it just keeps them away, kills them, keeps them out. It's basically a barrier. Is what we're doing, is we're surrounded with
So it creates like a force field, right?
Yeah.
A force field is that word I like to use. It creates a barrier, a big old force field around your enjoyable areas. So instead of, not, just spraying your kids with off bug spray, or just saying, you know what, we're just going to deal with being bit. I mean, for the cost of a can of Coke a day, you wouldn't want to protect your family, the people that you care and love for the most. For the cost of a can of Coke a day, you can have mosquito control for your property. So, and we also do those estimates the same we do lawn care estimates. Mm-hmm. Very quick, very easy, very painless. So, with the show today, we're talking spring. What do you need to do to get your property ready for spring? If you're just joining the stream, please like and share the stream. I'd appreciate it. Jordan would appreciate it. Andrew would appreciate it. John would appreciate it. Christy would appreciate it. Matt would appreciate it, and Mike would appreciate it. It's gonna be a fun year, that's for sure. We'd all appreciate if you could like and share the stream. Today we're talking spring. What's on everybody's mind? What are we seeing out there right now? Well, we're seeing the lawns. They're still dormant, Jordan. Mm-hmm. Why are the lawns yellow still? And what does that mean?
Good question. That's because the soil temperature has not hit 50 to 55 degrees yet, so it has not activated the neurons in the roots of the soil to get the grass going again. And we're looking at a date of about 2 weeks, early to mid-April is when we're thinking that the lawns are going to come to life again out of dormancy.
So as the soil heats up, we'll slowly see that that turf coming out of dormancy and starting to green up and prepare itself for spring. So what happens, when you fertilize, what have we been hearing stories of from customers?
Well, we've heard a couple customers this year, and I've actually seen it myself. I was out the other day, and I've seen a couple caution signs in the yards.
Dude, why are there caution signs in the yards? What does that mean?
That means that it was serviced, and pretty much means that the company, whoever serviced that person's property, is basically gypping them or making them taking their money and not giving them any service.
Okay, so you're saying if their lawn was fertilized last week or even now, the customer's not getting what they paid for?
No, not at all.
Why is that?
because the soil's not it's still in dormancy. The fertilizer's not going to do anything. It's just going to sit there.
And it's probably going to be washed away
Yeah.
with all this rain
It's
we've
going to
had.
be washed away, and it's not going to sit. Yep.
You know, it's funny
Washed
that you
away.
say that because I was out driving around in Ada and I saw True Green out. Everybody knows True Green. Everybody hates True Green, right? And I saw True Green out, and they're fertilizing over snow mounds. And you know what they tell the customer? You know what they tell the customer, Jordan? This is ridiculous. You're gonna hate this. See, Jordan here, he does not like hearing things like this. He loves making sure every little weed is taken out of the lawn and the lawn's looking perfect.
Yep.
That customer, True Green told that customer that the pellets or whatever that they were spraying, probably sand anyway, that the pellets that they were spraying or fertilizing the grass with would melt when the snow does, and then it would be fertilized to the lawn. That's unacceptable. It's illegal, and it's against state of Michigan laws and regulations. So we do what's best for your lawn to make it the greenest, thickest, weed-free lawn on the block, so that you can get home from work, kick your shoes off, and say, you know what, I'm going to walk through my lawn barefoot and just make some lawn angels in it because it's so thick and healthy and lovely. So spring's coming, things are heating up. We're gonna see. This is probably the time of the year to get your beds cleaned out, do a little spring cleanup, get the sticks off the lawn, fluff up the grass a little bit from the winter snow mold. That's usually the best time of the year to do that. Mm-hmm. And I want to thank everybody that's liked and shared the stream. Jimmy Lee, shout out to you. Scott Miller up in Rockford, thank you so much. Elizabeth Andrews, thank you for sharing the stream. Kevin Stamen, thank you for sharing the stream. Jordan Hines, thank you for sharing the stream. Welcome. We really appreciate it. And I can't wait to help everybody out this year with their lawns. And so this time of the year, is the best time. Get out there, assess what needs to be fixed, look at your siding, look at your roof, make sure that everything's checking out and is ready for the summer heat. Because before you know it, it's supposed to be 75, 80 degrees. Next thing you know, we're in a drought. Shout out to Matt Hines, who's out at the airport right now. Hopefully he is. I don't know why he's on his phone. He's supposed to be at the airport spraying the trees. Maybe he's on a break or something. I think that's what he is. Probably on a break.
Yeah, probably.
But shout out to Matt Hines, who's at the airport at the moment. We're holding it down here in the office. Christy, my mother, is on the phones taking estimates. So if you need an estimate for your lawn or landscape, call 616-281-7109, 616-281-7109, and we can get you an instant quote for your fertilizing or mosquito control. We can really help you out with that. Mm-hmm. Save you some money and support a local family business. So if you don't do it for you or you don't want to do it for your lawn, do it for us. Do it for the Hines family. You want to see us do well, right? Do it for us to make your lawn green, thick, and weed-free. Mm-hmm. And we can help you out with that. So spring is coming. Spring is here. We are thinking spring. And we love this time of year because things are heating up. We got this little 700 square foot office, and we got like 7 people in here at the same time. Things are getting crazy. We got water coming in. Oh yeah, shout out to Robin Bartels with Gordon Water, keeping us hydrated with water. And shout out to Jimmy Lee. He's keeping us hooked up with Neon, the best energy drink.
Energy drink out there.
In town, Body by Vi, keeping us hooked up and hydrated and energized so we can service all of our customers and make sure that their customer service is top of the notch and their lawns are green, thick, and weed free.
Yep.
So we're quickly getting ready for spring, getting the trucks ready. We will be starting here in the next couple weeks with treatments as the soil temperature heats up. We are tracking soil temperatures. The current temperatures are about 35 to 40 degrees. I know it seems warm outside, but the ground temperature warms up a lot slower than the air temperature does. So keep that in mind. Don't go and run out and start planting your flowers and your trees. We might still have another couple frosts yet before the season actually gets going, which is why we haven't started yet. We've been doing this a long time, and I don't talk about this often, but we've been doing this a long time, and every year is different, so we really want to make sure that it's safe for us to get on the lawns and put down that fertilizer. You don't want to put it down too soon because then it won't be effective. Your money will just be forgotten at that point. it's a non-refundable application, right? You're not going to get that fertilizer back. You're not going to get that money back. You're not going to get that time back. So we make sure that it's the right time for your lawn to put down. We have appreciated it so much. Thank you for tuning in. Robin Cash with Grant Cardone's office. What's up? How you doing? Thank you for the likes and the shares. Jimmy Lee, can't wait to help you out as well. So, Jordan, what are you most excited for with spring quickly approaching?
I'm really excited just to get on the lawns, and just people love seeing us for that first application. We're getting that crabgrass preventative down, so they don't have crabgrass.
Oh yeah, let me stop you right there. I forgot that was the main point of the show. So, right now we're calling the neighbors of our current customers. Ring ring. Hey, Mrs. Smith, this is Kendall with Lawn Doctor. We do Jim Jones down the block. We're going to be putting his crabgrass preventer on in 2 weeks. Do you have a plan in place for your lawn? Why is the crabgrass preventer so important, Jordan?
Well, the crabgrass preventer is important, not only because, it keeps the crabgrass from even developing or growing in the lawn. So there's crabgrass seeds in the lawn all season long. And once that frost hits, that first winter hits, it all dies off. But it's still there in the soil, and when we lay this fertilizer, it keeps those seeds from growing and keeps them gone, so you don't have crabgrass all season long.
So it almost puts the saran wrap. This is how we like to think of it. I like to break it down for my customers, right? So what the crabgrass preventer does is after we apply it, it creates a barrier. So the crabgrass, this is the crabgrass preventer, and this is the soil. Okay, where the seeds are. So it puts a saran wrap over those seeds, okay? And now that the saran wrap is over the seeds, it won't let that crabgrass germinate, and you won't have a problem with crabgrass in your lawn. And the biggest thing about that is that you put it down at the right time and at the right rate.
Yep.
And you need to make sure you have a reputable company doing that. I've seen it a lot of times where on the first treatment, they have it either done too early or the technician's not putting it on heavy enough, and they end up getting crabgrass in the property.
Yep.
Nobody likes crabgrass unless you're in the south, and they have all kinds of crabgrass everywhere. The whole lawn looks like crabgrass, right? Yeah. So up here in Michigan, we like cold season turf, such as Kentucky bluegrass, perennial ryegrass, fine fescue. It's a beautiful blend of lawn. It looks gorgeous, right? Gorgeous in our customers' homes. So everybody's getting ready for spring. Everybody's thinking spring. Everybody's excited. What's the next step? Well, you've got to make sure you have a crabgrass prevention plan in place. Make sure you're getting that pre-emergent down in the beds. Use a product like Preen, or hire a company like us to put that pre-emergent in the beds. Also a good time of the year to prune selective trees and shrubs. Don't ask me which ones. We don't deal with pruning, but I can help you and line you up with people that do. Also, tree companies, we've run into that a lot. Yeah. In our industry, we install a lot of lawns, and we do a lot of seeding work as well. And what happens is customers say, "Well, I've had shade forever and ever, right?" And I can't get grass to grow. I was like, well, you got to talk to my tree guy. Get this thinned out, limbed up, get some sunlight in there, get some air. Then we can seed it. Then we can fertilize it. It's going to be beautiful. And you're going to have the best lawn on the block. And you're not going to have mosquitoes, right? If you get the mosquito control, which I highly recommend you do. So if you're just joining the stream, please like and share the stream. We'd really appreciate it. We're going a little cuckoo here in the office because it is spring. We are happy. It feels good. It feels really, really good to be back on the lawns, helping our customers, answering questions, getting people signed up. And it makes us happy because it's what we enjoy to do, right? It's our passion. We love doing it. We love helping customers. And we love people giving something that's very valuable. That also, news to me, it increases the value of your home. I had a customer, I tell this story sometimes up in Cedar Springs, who they moved in. It's a new construction, right? It's a new construction. They moved in, and obviously when you move in, there's an appraisal price on the house. And I was talking to the neighbor, and he's like, yeah, they just had it reappraised and it was for $20,000 more than the original appraisal price. And I said, oh, really? Why is that? And he said, well, because they have a fully manicured lawn and landscape. I'm like, are you serious? Having a fully manicured lawn and landscape, news to me, right? I'm 25. I don't know this type of stuff. Raises the home value by 20 grand, and it cost them 3,000 to put in. Man, dude, we should start. I mean, we got to start marketing that aspect of it. Like, do you want me to put 20 grand in your pocket? Yes or no, ma'am? You know, I can do that for you just by fixing your lawn and landscape. Now, it's not probably the case every time, but in this case, because they have a fully manicured lawn and landscape, they're getting that value appraised on their home. So it's a beautiful thing. Now, okay, so spring services, you know, your lawn's coming out of dormancy, you're getting a crabgrass preventer down, you know, you're getting your lawn and landscape and your beds ready for the spring and the summer. What's next, Jordan? I mean, I feel like we're forgetting one main component
To spring?
to this whole thing.
What, the seeding? The spring seeding?
The water. The water, dude.
The water?
The water, the H2O, the Botellero de Agua Española. We can hook you up with the best irrigation guy in town.
Oh, yeah, best irrigation guy.
Rich Fridley with Sanderson DeHaan Irrigation. He's like my brother. We're considering putting him on payroll. That's how close we are. We talk every day, and we are so close that you know, we work really in tandem with each other. So with the crabgrass preventer, you have a plan in place. You get things going. You know, your beds are cleaned out. You're getting the crabgrass preventer down. You're seeding the bare spots. What about the irrigation? Are you pulling hoses still? You know, how tiring does that get when things get hot? And you gotta start pulling hoses across the lawn. Well, Rich Fridley with Sanderson DeHaan Irrigation can put this sick sprinkler system in so that you have proper coverage, head-to-head coverage, so that your lawn's getting properly watered, and there's no guesswork involved. And he has special Lawn Doctor pricing and financing. So just because you're a Lawn Doctor customer, you can install your system now, and they give you 12 months to pay it off. It's a beautiful thing, and a lot of our people that, you know, they install the lawn, they took advantage of this process and system. So it's beautiful. I mean, and shout out to Ruben Morales down in Kalamazoo Portage. They can hook you up with a green thick weed free lawn. So if you're down there, hit up Lawn Doctor Kalamazoo Portage. Great people, can help you out with a beautiful lawn too.
Awesome.
So you got the fertilizing, you got the watering, you got the mowing. You know, we can help you with all that. We can hook you up with the right company to do that. Mm-hmm. So if you're just joining the stream, please like and share the stream. We'd really appreciate it. We are geeked for spring.
Geeked for spring.
What are you most excited for, Jordan?
I'm just excited to get back on the lawns, to be honest with you. It's awesome seeing the lawns transform, even installing a new lawn from dirt, you know, and seeing it growing thick and full by the end of the season. It's
right.
Pretty much an
Okay, so say somebody's building a house right now, and they're like, you know what, I'm lost as to what's the next step. What's the next step with installing a lawn?
The next step is, you know, considering if they're going to put irrigation in or not, and then having us come install the lawn after that.
Okay, but how do they get pricing from us? I mean, is it hard to get quotes from us?
We can give you a quote in 60 seconds, you know, faster. You know, other companies will take a week, you know, we'll just take a week, give you a quote. We'll send it back 60 seconds or that same day, and we'll send it out into 3 different ways, all forms of communication, so we're hitting everything.
And what's something cool that we do that a lot of companies don't?
We actually text
our customers,
and we
right?
send you videos of what it's like to have your first
So we
service.
send you sweet videos of your power seeding process, what it's going to look like, how does the whole process go down, what to expect on your first visit. What other companies text you like that, where you can have a personal relationship with the guys on your lawn?
Yep.
You know, I remember many times last year where I saw weeds in the lawn that weren't getting controlled, like in a special area. They're very stubborn weeds. And I said, hey, sir, you know, we got these weeds in the back. We're gonna switch up the chemicals on it, and we're gonna apply a different product, but it should take care of it. You know, and it did. It was beautiful results at the end, and that's the kind of thing that we get with us that you know, other people don't get. So I really appreciate everybody tuning in. and watching Lawn Doctor live today. The spring edition will be coming to you next week, outside,
Outside.
on location, in front of our shop here. We'll be documenting the seeding process. That's a good idea. We'll do a live seeding of our lawn out here, of our office that we just leased, and the lawn's terrible. So it's because Lawn Doctor hasn't been doing it, but we just got it. So we're going to power seed it and fix it live on camera. I just thought of this, dude. This is a great idea. Live on camera, we're going to fix this lawn and show you the results throughout the season of how we fix it up, because it is terrible out there. And we're going to fix it and put our green thumbs to it. So hope everybody has an amazing weekend and an even better week next week. I can't wait to start servicing lawns, your lawn. If you're just joining the stream, please like and share the stream. If you're watching it afterwards, please comment, and share the stream. Shout out to everybody that has so far: Jimmy Lee, Scott Miller, Elizabeth Andrews, Kevin Stamen, Jordan Hines, Christy Hines, Matt Hines, and Nick Volpe. Thank you so much for tuning in. We really appreciate everybody's business and continued support as we grow our business. Don't forget, where are we at this weekend, Jordan?
We're at Lowell, the Lowell Expo,
the Lowell
9
Expo.
to 3 tomorrow, Lowell High School. Come see us.
What are we going to be doing there?
We're going to be giving 60-second quotes.
60-second quotes. We'll be getting your home show specials and everything and all that good stuff at the Lowell Expo. Can't wait to see you. We'll see you next week, and God bless. Have a beautiful weekend.
Have a good weekend.